Today is World Wetlands Day. With some parts of the country facing drought, these ecosystems couldn't be more celebrated. Among other things, they reduce the severity of drought by regulating stream flow. To find out now, we're joined in our Pretoria studios by the Deputy Minister of Environmental Affairs, Barbara Thomson. Deputy Minister, thank you very, very much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, and thank you for the welcome.
So let's talk about the wetlands and how important they are. Just give us a sense of their importance.
Thank you very much. But perhaps before I give you the importance of the wetlands, it would be good to say that this day actually arises out of the Ramsar Convention, which was adopted in the city of Ramsar in Iran. So South Africa is party to that convention. Perhaps one just needs to say that wetlands are very important to communities, to the environment as well, because wetlands can actually curb flooding. It also acts as a way of sifting waste, because if there would be no wetlands, then it means all the waste would just go into groundwater without being sifted. But the wetlands act as a sieve to sift all this waste and separating it from the water. Secondly, they also act, the main important part, they act as banks. Like one would keep their money in the bank and later use it when in times of need come. So the same here with wetlands. Wetlands restore drinking water. They act as filters, as I've said. They are also just a source of beauty by greening the space that would be beneficial for the tourism industry. They also reduce flooding, by the way, as I've said.
Yeah,
and they are also a very good source.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, they offer they offer so many advantages, as you've been laying out to us. But I think one of the greatest threats,
yes, they do.
One of the greatest threats, however, for our wetlands is that 50% of our wetland ecosystems are endangered. How are we protecting them?
You are actually saying a lesser percentage, quite a higher percentage than that.
Yeah.
Is not well protected. In fact, we only have about 11% of wetlands in South Africa that are clearly protected. The rest would either be endangered, critically endangered, vulnerable, and so forth. But we, as the department, as government and the Department of Environmental Affairs, through our working on wetland programs, we do have put a bit of money into these programs in order to make sure that they are rehabilitated, they are well managed, they are sustained. But one has to say that, be as it may, out of all the benefits that I have mentioned, communities and just people that live around these wetlands are not quite well aware of these benefits of the wetlands. But as I'm here today, it's part of the pillars that we use to inform the public. We would be having a World Wetland Day somewhere in Durban in the area of Umgababa, where again we would be talking to communities as to how they could well manage these wetlands.
Yeah. Minister, we thank you so much for talking to us. They are such sacred spaces in our land and need to be protected. I'm glad the ministry is taking this very seriously and protecting them. But we thank you for talking to us and good luck with the events planned for today. That's our Deputy Minister of Environmental Affairs, Barbara Thomson, talking to us from our Pretoria studios. Now, in December last year, staff from the Two Oceans Aquarium in Cape Town